In November of 2010, my grandmother Bernice Gay, fondly known as Mama B, was admitted to OSF Medical Center. In my young mind, I figured this is just a small thing, nothing too major. But then she was there for 2 months, and it started to creep into my mind that maybe Mama B really is sick. But it's okay, because I know God has her safely guarded, and she'll be fine soon. And for a while it seemed like she was. She had been in Chicago, but now she was back in Bloomington, in a nursing home, but back nonetheless. In my mind, she'd be back home laughing and baking like she used to soon, but she never did. Over the next several months, Mama B switched back and forth between the nursing home and the hospital. But in August, our family was gathered into a room and asked to vote on whether or not to resuscitate her if her heart stops. We decided not to. Even with all this going on, I had faith that everything would be alright. I knew God would heal her, and everything would be fine. But as the day went by, he began to lose simple abilities like talking and movement. August 27, 2011. I remember it like it was yesterday. I had the first game of my last year playing JFL football. It was against the Black Knights on our home field, Chittix Junior High. Game time was around 3, so stretches started around 2 o'clock. I stayed at the hospital as long as I could until it was time to get my gear on. I remember telling Mama B I loved her and I would see her later. That day, I played one of the best games of football I have ever played. We shut them out completely, and all I could think about was rushing home to shower so I could tell Mama B. When I got back to the hospital, the heart monitor was still going, but she laid there extremely still. I explained everything to her, how we had beat them, how I knew she'd get better, and how I knew she'd get to come see me this year and in high school. I got food, and then I went home. Hours passed and I started to get hungry again, so I grabbed a bag of popcorn. Then I got the call. "We're coming to pick you up," my mom said. "We're going to spend the night with Mama B." So many emotions went through my head. I was happy I'd get to spend more time with her, but worried as to why they decided tonight. So I prayed, and I asked God to heal her in any way he could. Little did I know he already did. I didn't get to eat that popcorn that night. I left it popping in the microwave as we left. We rushed back to receive the news that she had passed just before we got there, 10 o'clock exactly. And I guess it really didn't hit me until I saw her laying in the bed just like before, only this time the heart monitor was off. I often blame football, which is weird to say because I continued to play. I would still sometimes imagine being able to race back to tell Mama B. That was my emotion. That was my drive. I got out all my anger, all my hate on the field, just to think I could run back to her and tell her about it. I'll never forget her. Certain songs, sounds, smells, they all trigger emotions for me that are connected to her. I miss her. I miss her smile, her wisdom, her care. I miss coming over to her house and hearing there's some cookies in the house jar and being able to just go taste the best cookies I've ever had. The bad times made me realize how much I took advantage of the good. I hope she looks down from heaven upon me, and she's proud of what I've done so far.